The headlines. The Zambia Police Service has been praised for working very hard in promoting peace, protecting lives, and the laws of the land. EFF writes to Pope Francis for Zambia's inclusion in Jubilee Year date cancellation. Ray Hamonga denies impregnating 2 newly recruited officers. Now the news in detail. A human rights defender has praised the police officers for fulfilling their role despite working under difficult circumstances. Wesley Mianda believes that police officers have remained dedicated to upholding the constitution mandate of preserving law and order and property and protecting lives and protecting the country. Mr. Mianda is delighted that despite working under unfavorable situation, police officers have continued to foster peace. He spoke to Roots FM News.
Our brave men and women of Zambia Police Service need to be commended for their dedication, sacrifice, resilience, and commitment to their constitutional mandate and principles of maintaining law and order and protecting citizens' lives and property in communities. Despite working under unfavorable conditions and other related challenges, such as dangerous and tempting circumstances, our officers have remained steadfast in their mission to uphold the law and foster peace and security in the country. However, we wish to implore government to expeditiously find resources and invest them into the police service in order to improve the working conditions of our officers as a way of keeping them from temptations of corrupt practices.
The opposition Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, has written to Pope Francis appealing for Zambia to be included in the Vatican 2025 Jubilee Year date cancellation program. EFF highlights similar circumstance in the year 2020 when Zambia greatly benefited from the Vatican's debt cancellation program. The political party said it is compelled to make the plea given the immense debt burden Zambia faces. Here is EFF President Kasonde Mwenda as he speaks to Roots FM News.
Your Holiness, with profound respect and unwavering faith, we write to Your Holiness on behalf of the Zambian people, expressing our heartfelt appeal for Zambia's inclusion in the Vatican's 2025 Jubilee Year debt cancellation programs, as you did in the Jubilee Year 2000 when Zambia greatly benefited from your 2000 debt cancellation program. As an opposition political party, EFF, we are thankful, and today we are compelled to make this appeal. Given the immense burden of debt our nation faces and the government's unfortunate decision to decline Your Holiness' gracious advocacy for debt forgiveness. Zambia, a nation richly blessed with resources, yet burdened by decades of unsustainable debt, has long suffered the crippling consequences of economic stagnation and poverty. The Holy See's call for Jubilee Year debt relief resonates deeply with our people.
In trending news, the Zambia Police Service spokesperson Ray Hamonga says he has denied ever impregnating 2 newly recruited female police service officers. Mr. Hamonga has also denied claims of making illicit offers of 50,000 kwacha to silence individuals. He said as a law-abiding and senior officer entrusted with the mandate of upholding justice, he has taken legal measures to address the defamatory statement bordering on libel. A regular caller to the roots of the matter has urged Mr. Happy Changala and Amake Mapalo to come to a place of reasoning and distinguish reality from fiction. Mr. Ben Mambwe tells Roots FM's Chilengwa Ngulube that from where his family stands, it is not true that Mr. Changala had no time with his stepdaughter in bed. Mr. Mambwe believes Mr. Changala slept with the stepdaughter and has skeleton arguments outside the confines of reality. The traditional guru has advised Amake Mapalo to consider changing towns due to her business financial status, which sees her sleep in the bar. Mr. Mambwe notes that it is a crying shame that both Amake Mapalo and her daughter were married in a family way by Mr. Changala.
Nalambira kuri bana Mapalo because umwana kashi ate umukashana ala bapo mukuru mumatontonkanyo kuchira omwana nangwanga kwate emyaka eshingafula bana Mapalo namuno kwe batinshito mukwete ila kulaninga pa yala mirengesho kumisampula ukubo kwe batita mwakwate omuchinshiro tamakachindame mulubali lumbi kutina mikoseresha ko kwe mufwaye ko business imbi ingaleto omuchinshi pabumi bwenu nafuma kwapwa chimbi bana Mapalo mufwire okufwaye enchende nena muno kwati murusakata mumulingire shungurukeni kogofuma murusaka muri kwa machifido muyambi mufwaye ko tuma pesi twachipa uko bati mufume mumkuti mwaisala ningeyo baye nunga mwari nonkamo sana mulipa ukwisa kuri ba chairman aba chairman evyo barelo ndolola muri ine isangire mwe chishinka nasanga mu kuidefenda muri bena muma point yabo barefumya paruri mikwabo ukweba basumino ukweba tinaba bali kumana no yumwana tabati tumine mulandu wakweba bare tino ukweba ti limbi kunta nshumulandu kuti wabapiribukira babatwala kunantani kuchikolokozi so bache umuntu nga murera ninga pa marketing ngani pesa epo bakusala obutungurushi bombo kulingana na muchinka lesho kwati muri bantu fye.
Miss Margaret Phiri and Mr. Christopher Phiri also spoke on the Roots of the Matter radio program.
Inakuona kwanga amai yao anagwirisira nchito ya umbava chifukwa chakuti nthawi iliyonse tikaona mai akumwa moga nthawi iliyonse sankhala wachilungamo chifukwa chakuti awo benzosakira kuti ajamuna pinangwanga wakwatire ndiye pamene anayizinga iyo kuti aone mwana uyo kuti amugwira amunamizire kuti amugwira chigololo pamene amuna baja sabafuna so ndiye ntchito za mafuruku azimayi awo afunika azigwira ntchito yendogwirisako lepu kuti mtendere aziuona ntchito amene agwira iyo afunika ireke ndiye mau yanga
abakulu acheya na leader bamadziwa kudi nichani chomwe chifunika in place as a marketeer pamene ali market nanga misinkhu imene ifunika kukhala mbali misinkhu yotani saluthandizira he would have offered an olive leaf tanthauza kuti chilangizo chabwino kuti uyu mwana safunika muno because he was the boss and he had the right to hire and fire tanthauza kuti sanachite bwino ndiye chebati manena kuti zolowere nkudyere mwana ye mmene nachionera chifukwa chachikulu nchakuti uyu mwana pamene anabwera muja mkampani kambe ni company sanga chite employer amayi na amake and moreover ma profits yali mabiaho kapena ma tavern it cannot cater for two employees kuonse wali kukasha achita agwira ndalama tanthauza kuti wanandikona ka interest analudzo kuti amake mwana wose ali azikazi wawo chifukwa angachite mmene angafunire pa ndalama zawo.
The opposition Socialist Party has downplayed the free education policy advanced by the UPND 3 years since it assumed office. The party believes the policy has discounted any benefit from it on citizens. The Socialist Party believes the policy was fashioned to brainwash the young people. The Fred Membe-driven political forward says the free education policy has not achieved what it was intended for, as it has gaps in fulfilling it. Bartholomew Phiri, Socialist Party Lusaka Province Youth Secretary, was speaking on the Boiling Point radio program.
When we talk about free education policy, the first thing that we should look at is what was the UPND's promise regarding the free education? Their promise was that they were going to deliver free education from grade 1 to tertiary level, meaning that our people will be attending university school freely. And when we look at what they have delivered, automatically it doesn't amount to what they promised the Zambian people. Then the other thing is, I usually say that the UPND's free education is an attempt to brainwash the Zambian minds, the young people who are the scheme beneficiaries of the same free education. I'm looking at the importance of an education